All right, so it says we're live. So good evening, everyone. We're going to call this our Christmas live stream since it'll be Christmas this week. So we're upstairs, as y'all can see, which typically the mics are a lot quieter on this computer for some reason. So let me know if y'all can see us okay, hear us okay. Of course, the lighting's kind of dim. I already see that now. That's the way it is, my office. But I am worried about the audio. I test this every time that we do a live stream up here. So if you need me to bump it up, we can do that. But if I bump it up too much, it starts cracking and popping.
Sounds like we're doing good.
All right, everybody says all good.
I know, no
Robert
dinner
says,
tonight.
All right, so let's go ahead and tell y'all why we're up here and why there is no dinner tonight. It's because it is our anniversary today, officially.
Yes,
And
17 years.
17 years and over 20 years together, 20 and a half going on 21.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, Tiffany doesn't need to be cooking on our anniversary. She's had to put up with me for over 20 years, so we need to give her a break tonight.
Yeah, I cooked a decent lunch, so we have leftovers from that. So we're going to enjoy that here in a little while.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we went out to dinner yesterday and completely destroyed. I don't even want to say we're on a diet anymore.
We ate completely different than we normally do. Let's just put it that way. We had pasta, and more pasta.
It's Miss Malone. She'd probably be okay that long as we ate. Of course, our pasta is not as healthy as other countries, but we both have been craving Italian. And we went out to this Italian joint that we haven't been to, but one time ever. We remembered it being good. We're like, forget about it. You know, we're going to go out for our anniversary. And y'all.
We ate so much. Let's see. First off, we had calamari. I had antipasta salad. You had Caesar salad. Then we had like garlic bread. Then we had tour of Italy, which was chicken parmesan.
Lasagna. The lasagna was amazing.
And then chicken Alfredo.
And it come with spaghetti, which we had no idea.
That goes with the chicken parmesan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was on the side, so I was confused. Y'all, we brought home over 5 pounds of food.
We brought home just as much food as we probably ate there.
I think we brought home way more food.
Yeah, actually. Probably.
Yeah, we couldn't even, by the time we got done doing the appetizers and the salads and all, we couldn't even make it into our meal. We nibbled on a little and we're like, to go plates, please. And we ate that again last night. So that was awesome.
It was so good.
Although I was miserable.
Yeah.
When
we had the carb hangover or something. I mean, it was just
after not having carbs like that for so long, which we do slip them in occasionally, don't get me wrong, but we were strictly no carbs for a while we was on the carnivore
for like 4 months straight.
But loading ourselves down like we did yesterday, I felt like sick and miserable. Now it goes away pretty quick, and then all of a sudden you're hungry. That's that bad thing about carbs, you want more of them. But it was totally worth it to cheat yesterday. It was our pre-anniversary.
Yeah.
We use it as an excuse. And oh my goodness, there's nothing I love more than chicken parm. We went and got it. So we had a good day.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Today we're taking it very easy, very light lunch.
Yeah, I made a beef like soup. So it was like French onion beef soup.
Yeah.
So it was like stew meat and a little bit of potatoes in it and French onion.
Yeah, very light stuff. And we're going to be very light for supper tonight. We need to be because we're still bloated from yesterday. All right, so I see we got about 5,000. Let's see here. I'm reading this. So we got a bunch of happy anniversary. Thank y'all so much. Happy anniversary more to you because I don't know how you've put up with me for 20 plus years. So it's more her anniversary than it is mine.
Same.
All right, let's see what we got here. So Hammer, sorry to disappoint you. We just told you no dinner tonight.
I know.
I think we've got a very, very good reason. All right. So Miss Lee says, no company. My dogs are just barking in the wind. Yeah, I seen that you said you had to go away because you were expecting some company today. So good to have you on, Miss Lee.
Yes,
we
Miss
missed
Lee.
you
Good to see you
the last time. And sorry, y'all, that we've been dodging some live streams. It's just this time of year. It's the way it goes. We've got so much going on.
Yeah.
We've had so much going on. We got so much going on this week. We got a lot going on next week. More family coming into town. So that's the way it is usually through about the middle of January?
Middle of January. Yeah.
Okay, so Dino, every single week says Merry Christmas to you all the way over in Japan. He wants to know about the chickens. Always got to know about the chickens.
Chickens are doing good. I actually picked up 8 eggs yesterday. I forgot to tell you. Yeah.
Wait a minute. We had 7 hens. How we get 8 eggs? We got one doing double duty.
I didn't collect the day before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's been nice and
it's been
cold.
cool. So I got 8 eggs yesterday. So They didn't lay this afternoon because I just put them up. So we'll see how many we get tomorrow. So maybe we're laying a little bit more eggs. I don't know. We'll see.
That's great for wintertime. We typically do not get that many eggs in the wintertime. So that's awesome. All right, let's see here. So Miss Lee, yes, had my husband's celebration of life on Friday. I know I've been in contact with you about that, and I know everybody else has been very curious about how you've been doing since that loss there. Would have been his 81st birthday. I know we've talked in private, and you said that was his request and wishes, and you had family. So, yeah, we hope it was as good as it could have been for the situation, obviously, but hopefully it was good seeing family and honoring those requests right there. So thank you for updating us on that. And Crystal, our cheerleader, Crystal, so sorry to hear about your dad.
Yes, very sorry to hear about your dad, Crystal.
Yeah, I know that's
poor fellow. Gosh.
Yeah, I know that's been something on your mind a lot. I know you've been dealing with a lot there. So definitely our thoughts and prayers with you on that as well. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Man, what's going on tonight? Miss Sharon says that was Christmas 2020. She was talking to somebody else in the nursing home recovering from COVID. I thought you were saying that this week. And a heart attack. My goodness. I tell you what's going around right now. We've got friends dropping left and right with the flu. So the flu is going around, y'all. Be careful with that. And from what I
wouldn't say dropping like they're dying, but
I mean dropping into bed sick for 6 and 7 days. Let's don't say okay. Didn't mean to say that. But y'all, the flu is running around. Be very careful all these Christmas parties and everything else you're going to. Wash your hands a lot.
Hope we can dodge it.
I know we've been very lucky thus far because we've been to some big Thanksgiving and Christmas parties, and I'm quite nervous.
Yeah.
This is all the time of year that we're like, we come home, we've talked to somebody that had a wet cough or whatever. And we're standing back, hey, good to see you. And then we come home popping vitamin C and everything else that we can, trying not to get sick. Let's see what else we got here. All right, I better scroll down. I'm way behind. All right, thank you. Goodness, there's 50th anniversary wishes there. Thank you so much.
Okay, Half Pint's asking if we went to Mom and Dad's. No, we went to Tour Italy.
Tour of Italy. Even though it's in a strip mall, the food's good. The reviews are always great. But what we wanted to really go to, but for some reason, I guess we kind of talked ourselves out of it, we want to go try Ricardo's. So we used to eat at the old Ricardo's. What was that, on Capitol Circle? And we have not went to the new location. And I remember loving Ricardo. So we've got to go to the new location. Yeah,
they just didn't have a big variety on their menu. I mean, I know their food is good, but I just like kind of a variety.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went back to Tour Italy, and we normally do Carrabba's because I really love the sirloin marsala. And
I know people, but I know, and Carrabba's is a chain with frozen food.
So
it is good.
Though,
it is good
to me, anyways.
Have we ever went to Mom and Dad's?
No. So it was also high on the reviews, Mom and Dad's, but no, we haven't tried that one yet.
We do need to go
Maybe we'll venture to a new one next time.
Italian food and Mexican food is like my two favorite. Like I struggle between which one I love the most, but the problem is with us eating healthier, we've got to stay away from the Italian food. This is our first time we've went out and got Italian in a long time, because when you're there, you want to load up with all the breads that show up and all the pastas and everything else that we've been trying to cut out of our lives. Yeah. And there's Miss
Maybe it'll be once a year thing for us. I don't know.
Once a year, maybe twice a year. I got to have my chicken parm fixed now. But Miss Radmilla says I joined at the wrong time.
Yeah, you did.
She must have clicked right on when we told her about the 50 pounds of food that we ordered yesterday. But we did eat it over 2 times, and we had to toss some of it because it was just way too much pasta. And of course, the dog's got some snacks too. So Chris says, I'm so sorry your anniversary slipped my mind totally.
All right.
Yeah, we don't expect y'all to remember that at all. And the whole reason I married her right before Christmas is so I could remember it.
Oh, want to say that Andrew and Sankey, we did get your card. Thank you so very much.
Did. Thank you so much.
Very sweet.
And we will, if anybody else sent anything, we will be going back to the post office. Or you think you can make it tomorrow?
No.
Uh-oh. What about the next day? That's Christmas Eve.
Monday.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
No, next Monday.
Oh.
Well, I mean, unless we go by there. I'm going the opposite direction.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I know. She's got grocery shopping and stuff to do. We'll see if we can make it.
I'll swing it at some point.
Otherwise, if anybody sent anything, I apologize. We may have to get it after Christmas because our post office is not open really ever. It seems like ever. All right. So, Adam, thank you so much for the anniversary wish. Thank you so much, Miss Lee. See that y'all were recognized there. It just shot me all the way to the bottom. Let me scroll back up and find some comments. So thank you, Miss Murdamilla. Says, may God bless you with many more years together.
Thank
we
you.
certainly hope so.
Yes.
We certainly hope so. Hello, Kevin. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see here. Chicken parm is amazing. I 100% agree.
Yes,
one of my favorite things on the planet. All right, Half Pint says, I want Italian now. Go get it, man. You're up in Tallahassee. There's plenty of Italian restaurants up there.
We would be in trouble if we lived in a big city where we could just go pick up food anytime we want, and we'd get cravings for stuff.
We absolutely can't do it. First of all,
I know I would be in trouble.
First of all, it's absolutely outrageously expensive, but we definitely wouldn't need to do that because we both would be super overweight. All right, so Ross, let's see here what your question is. Hey, I know you tested out the EcoFlow Ultra charging while using the 240 port. Any idea if the Delta Pro 3 can do the same or even allow 120 charging while outputting 240? Ross, I need to update to the most current. I've been running that unit recently, by the way, but I did not see that X Fusion or whatever it was called function on the app. I need to update everything, all the firmware in the app, to see if that's available. To my knowledge, it is not available. I'm hoping that can be a firmware update because you can technically do what you're asking. The problem is it's going to do what's called pass-through. It's going to take the generator that's plugged in or the wall, wherever your Delta is plugged in, and it's going to pass power straight through it after it charges it to 100% and then run what's on the output side, just like a battery backup for a computer or something else. What you're technically wanting, well, I don't know that that's available on the Delta Pro 3. I would love to see that. I will pass that along to them to see if that's an update they can do, because it used to not be available on the Ultra, and then all of a sudden a bunch of us requested it. Firmware update. They didn't have to change no hardware, obviously, and it's available. As powerful as that unit is, I would love to see that be an option. So I will request it, but I don't think it's available right now. All right, I'm finally getting down. Mr. Robert, that was extremely kind and generous. You do not have to do that. Looks like we need to go back out to dinner again now with that donation right there. Thank you so much, Mr. Robert.
Thank you.
Always so kind and generous and thinking of us. So Jonathan says, can't wait for the X-Tran property build. I'm thinking you mean extra property build or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but the new property, obviously, we're excited about it.
We are getting excited. We're ready to jump in and start doing things.
Yep.
The water was super exciting to start looking into. I mean, I know it's not, 100% yet or anything,
but it's already looking
just to
good.
kind of give us a good idea of what we're looking at for that. I was really, really curious. I've been asking for weeks and weeks to find out about it.
I was just out in the shop right before I rushed up here to start the live stream. I've got my bladder tank in, I got my pump in, I got to get a few more brass fittings and parts and, pressure relief valves and all that stuff. But we're probably week to 2 weeks away from flushing out and hooking up some potential water over there and testing everything. We already know anytime you live near water like that, it's typically iron and sulfur filled and everything else. We're probably going to have a softener. Everybody in that entire area.
Yeah.
We have a couple friends that live along that river. Well, guess what? They have softeners. The water's bad. That's just kind of the way it is. I just want to make sure it's safe. No crazy pathogens or anything like that in there, which that's just kind of unheard of around here. We've got really good filtration with the rock, and I want to make sure we can pump it hard. It doesn't go dry on us, doesn't give us no issues. So we'll find all that out soon enough.
Exciting.
Yes. And then new structure builds, slowly move into the house stuff. Y'all, we've been fighting with so much environmental stuff to make sure we're doing everything correctly. We're not clearing or digging an area we're not allowed. We don't want no environmental fines, all that stuff. So we've had to just literally sit back and stop and wait while we hire people that go in ahead of us and literally there's flags all over the property, flag out and build, go through all the statutes and rules for the state, stuff that we'll never understand or know, and build us maps and tell us, hey, you could do stuff here, you could not do stuff here. So no goes on. I wish it was as relaxed and open as a lot of people think. They're asking us, hey, why don't you build like this or do that? It's because we just got too many authorities above us, too many rules and regulations, and we can't. We have to get permission for all of it. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it is what it is. And we kind of already knew that going into this, but things are progressing really well moving forward. We're about to starting to have a lot more exciting content over there, especially come January, get our first structure up, running some power, hopefully some water, all that good stuff, and then moving into the little house build, which is going to be a huge part of the majority of the content coming up the next year plus. obviously we're going to do some fun builds and cool stuff too. But yeah, we're super excited about that. That's kind of the 2025 goal and vision right there, is to get that thing going over there. And who knows what that may bring. I don't know. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It could be a flop or it could work out. I guess that's why you take these risks, and that's what the excitement's all about. All right. Hammer says, I agree with you, buddy. He says, I'm done with company. I have 22 people in my house. If they're there now, hope they did not read you typing that, or you're in trouble.
Or hearing us call you out right now.
Yeah. Hey, the 22 people in Hammer's house, he says, get out. Merry Christmas. Oh, boy, I might have just got him in trouble. Well, you typed it. I'm allowed to read it if you type it. Oh, goodness. Chris says, eggs here are $6 a dozen. Didn't know we had unionized chickens. How about that? That's pretty funny. Yeah, what happened to $2 a dozen chicken eggs? I guess those days are absolutely gone. Sent you an email. Hope it works with some of your woodworking ideas. All right, appreciate it. I'll admit, y'all, I am way the furthest behind I've ever been on comments, emails, everything.
I'm trying to help you get caught up, but not on the emails.
But there's a lot that I need to answer as well. But y'all spent this entire week traveling hundreds upon hundreds of miles. I did 200 miles in one day, by the way, going back and forth to the property, clearing, hauling, getting you a really large video coming up. We started prepping for our first structure over there, getting stuff set now that we've been given permission on where we can touch, where we can't. And I got behind so much this week. And that's why I did another week of only a couple of videos. And normally I try to do like 3 to 5 at least. But the good news is I do have plenty of content stacked up, and we'll be getting more videos out this week. But it did put me behind on emails, comments. I'm normally check comments every single day, but I'm probably 4 days behind on comments right now. But we will get there. So I promise you I will check your email. Miss Lee, you can see how far behind I am. That was so kind, so sweet of you. Absolutely did not have to do that. That's extremely generous there. We thank you so much. Thank you so much. Joe says, the message of the season is love and forgiveness. I hope that we're all able to abide by that. Absolutely. It's Merry Christmas. We say that proud on the channel here. We don't say the happy holidays or Xmas or any of that. You're allowed to absolutely believe what you want, but we're allowed to believe what we want to as well. But you're right. Love, forgiveness. That's what it's all about. That's why I really think Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays, because you're supposed to take time to think about all that and appreciate all that, and the people and family and things in your life that you're blessed with. Because as we've all experienced, it can be here one minute and gone the next. It could be you, it could be a thing, it could be someone. So we all need to absolutely appreciate that. There's no doubt about that. Tour of Italy is good, says Half Pint. We agree. Hammer says no cash. You're right. Where the heck is Cash? Shame on him.
Working,
probably working, because that's all Cash ever seems to do. He's been sending me some texts over the last few weeks, and they're nothing but just snowed out conditions. You wouldn't think that in California, but he's way up in the mountains, and working with a railroad, he has to constantly respond to blizzards and snowed out conditions. He hauls equipment. They have to go clear tracks and just do all kinds of stuff for the railroad there. So he works his butt off. Not to mention, he's like me. I think he works like 2 side businesses as well. Lauren, we're doing good. Thank you for jumping on. What else we got here? Cash and Adam seem to be missing. No, Miss Lee, we seen Adam earlier. Adam's on here. Are they both in timeout? Adam should be sometimes. Cash tends to do okay, but no, Adam's definitely here. I read one of his comments earlier. Half Pint says Casa Grande and Mom and Dad's. Is Casa Grande the one that we eat out on this side of town that has the pineapple boat? Or is that a different one?
I believe so.
Okay, if we're thinking the Casa Grande that's on 27 on the west side of town, or excuse me, east side of town, 100% agree.
Oh, no, they all have similar names, but yeah, that one is pretty good.
Yeah, they got a big pineapple boat. They cut them in half and carve it out.
All right, we'll have to try Mom and Dad's next time.
Yeah, I know. Sure. We absolutely do need to. No, well, I mean, what's the next excuse we're going to use? My birthday. We'll do my birthday. It's coming close enough. We don't need to. We don't
your
need to
birthday?
be. Yeah, we don't need to be eating food again.
We typically do for your birthday, though. Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know, I love Mexican food, so I'm all about going and eating some of that for my birthday now. Or maybe you might cook me chicken parmesan for my birthday.
Okay.
Because I really think she makes the best chicken parm I've ever had.
I normally do too. So.
All right. Let's grab a couple more comments here. Just shot me all around. I'm trying to find my spot. So Miss Lee says, I didn't get cards out this year. Too much going on. Totally understand. Me and Tiffany, for the first time ever this year, with all we've had going on, we don't live near town. We very rarely go to town. I'm like, listen, no cards, none of that stuff. We got each other. We love and appreciate each other.
For our anniversary.
Yeah, like don't worry about the card stuff. Like seriously, I don't hardly ever go to town, so I don't have time to sneak off and get something like that. It's about the person. It's about the season. It's about the things you're thankful for, not necessarily so much what's written in a card. So we totally understand. Oh boy, I don't even want to open up this conversation. Went hunting this morning, got 3 drones. Oh boy. You know what? I have tried not to watch or even get into any of that stuff. It pops up on my Instagram or some other stuff that I occasionally scroll. I go past it. I just go past it because, oh boy, I've got my own thoughts on all that stuff. But there's plenty enough to worry about. The heck with all that other stuff. Oh, goodness. All right. So Jay says, hey, Andrew, Tiffany, wish my mom a speedy recovery. She broke her neck 3 days ago. C2 in her neck is broken. We absolutely hate hearing that.
That is terrible.
We do hope that she has a very speedy recovery.
Very painful.
You would know way better than me. Oh, goodness gracious. I hate to hear that, especially this time of year. Now she's missing the holidays and everything else, but thank goodness she's still with you. And we absolutely wish her speedy recovery. And there's Pam. We've been sick with the flu for 8 days. Our friends are going on 7 days now. Flu type A. They went and got tested, and it turned out.
I've only had it once, and it's so bad. Gosh.
You've only had the flu once?
Yes.
Well, I remember the year. That was 2 Christmases ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the flu is about one of the worst things going out there. But I'm kind of like her. We don't hardly ever, and I mean ever, get the flu. We've been very fortunate about that. Yeah, I know. Knock on wood right here. Absolutely.
Well, I hope you feel better soon. Gosh, that sounds terrible.
I know, Pam. I hope you absolutely get to doing better.
I'm gonna take some vitamins tonight.
I know. Y'all got us a bit nervous now. We're avoiding people for the next month.
Yeah, right.
We're canceling all get-togethers. Right. Everybody's got me nervous now. All right, Lance, thank you so much. I'm just finally making it down to you.
Lance. Very nice of you.
Very, very generous. Happy anniversary. Merry Christmas. More electrical soon?
Yeah.
Yes, a little bit. You got your little taste on, what was that, yesterday's video for the property. We'll do a little bit more of it, but we'll get you some serious electrical stuff once we get into the little house build.
And Merry Christmas to you, too.
Yeah. So, Ms. Ramilla, what's going on with the well on your new property? Any updates? Nope. Other than what you seen in the video yesterday, I've got to go flush it completely out. Pump it after I build an entire system, get power to that. There's your little bit of electrical. And just make sure it doesn't run dry on us. Get it really, really flushed. I don't want to go test water, obviously, that's been sitting there for potentially 20 or 30 years. I just don't know how old the well is. So we'll pump it out for quite a while, and that'll happen over the next couple of weeks. I really, really hope it works out because we do not want to pay to get a new one drilled, but we're already prepared. That very well may happen. We'd love to spend that money on continue to invest it into the little house build and all this stuff over there.
We hope it works out.
So Ziggy says, hello. It's a little chilly in White Springs, Florida. We know the area well. Harley, my dog, and I wish us a Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you. And yes, it's been quite chilly in Florida the last 2 days, huh? Windy. You can see I'm red. I feel chapped, wind burnt. I've been outside the last couple of days. It was 30 this morning, 30, frost everywhere. It's kind of the way it is, but not as cold as it was a couple weeks back. Oh my goodness, we had 7, 8, or 9 days. The wind
would just lay and not be blowing all day. Oh,
that's why. That's another reason we're inside tonight, y'all. It's definitely a little windy and chilly out there. Of course, I think the wind's starting to lay. Have you got to sleep in the new RV yet? We have not.
No, not yet.
So we actually just spent a few hours today still prepping and getting it ready. It's about to start getting moved to the property. So that was kind of another one of those unexpected things. And I know it looks like there's been a lot going on with the channel here lately. Yeah. So we had a deal, and I mean a deal, fall in our lap. People we did not know were going through a divorce. All right. They listed something for an excellent price, needed to get it going to deal with their situation. We didn't take advantage of nobody. It was what they listed it for.
Yeah.
We found it before, basically when it was pre-listed or before it was even truly listed for sale. And I thought it was a scam at first, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Not even no legit pictures or anything. We kept in contact with the people, wound up being legit, everything cleared, title, the whole works. So long story short, we wound up getting a 2-year-old camper, which is newer than anything we've ever in our life had, for thousands under NADA and book value and what they sell for.
Yeah.
So we kind of felt like we needed to jump on that. It's a nice small camper, easy to move, gives me a portable restroom to use at the property, a place for us to cook lunch, to crash, to get out of the rain. Yeah. And it gives us somewhere to stay, to not only enjoy the property early before the cabin build's done, but to stay. There's going to be nights that I have to open the gate in the morning or offload a delivery of materials for the cabin build and all. And it's going to be really nice being able to stay there. Plus, the deal was so good, we kind of had to, because if at any point in time in the cabin build, we need to get some funds back quickly for the house build, well, we're 100% confident we're going to get our money back on the RV. And at the end of the house build, we're 100% confident we're going to get our money back and probably make money on the camper. And I'm all about a deal. If I can get something that we can flip, make a little money that we can apply towards something else, we got to jump on.
And I know we said we would never do it again.
Yeah, we did say we're completely done with campers, but we're not living in this one full time.
I was at first, I was like, really? But then I started thinking about all the reasons he just said, the bathroom and getting out of the weather when we're over there. That's going to be something huge. If we're, caught in a thunderstorm and need to get out of the weather and, all the other reasons.
A place we can cook lunch or supper, go in there, take a break from working on the house and go back. It's got a lot of benefits.
We don't go on vacations and do a lot of extra stuff. So that's, why we can do that too. So,
yeah. Let's see here. Steamboat says about the well carrier air compressor over there, opening the hose, I'll reach the bottom, stand back. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to do that same thing, but with water, because there's not but so much air I can carry over there. And my little compressor is weak, super weak. So I'm going to flush it out with water. That'll get all the gunk and material and other stuff out the bottom as well. But yeah, there's definitely 2 ways you can do that. All right. Glenn says you can clean it out with a shop vac. Yeah, I suppose you're right. No deeper than that is. I just have to make up some sort of large hose that could reach the bottom. So definitely lots of ways you can do that. Half Pint says it's supposed to be 31 in Florida tonight. Oh boy, I didn't know it was supposed to get that chilly. However, if they're calling for 31 here, we'll be in the mid-20s. Oh. They have missed it so bad this year. Gosh. It's insane.
Should we have covered everything?
Probably. It was 6 degrees colder this morning than what they were calling for. And 2 weeks ago, we were in the 20s, so like mid-20s, so many mornings. One night they called for 39 and I woke up and it was 29. Like, I don't know how you miss it by 10 degrees. That's just absolutely insane. I understand 3 degrees, but we just don't trust nothing anymore. There's something about the area we live in. We're exposed to the north and the west. We're on a hill. So whatever they call for, we just basically say you're lying. It's going to be a lot colder than that. I didn't know it's supposed to be 31 tonight. That means we'll be in the 20s and our plants might really get nipped. Well, we'll see. It's chilly out there right now, that's for sure. So it's probably going to dip tonight. So do we have the new camper ready? Says Larry. That's what we've been working on like crazy. I think after today, we're officially ready.
Are we? Did you get all the rest of it done?
Yep.
Okay.
We spent a few more hours on it today, packing it, clean. We've actually spent many, many hours on getting that thing ready. I think we're good.
Good.
And we got the electrical hooked up at the property we can plug it into. Now all we need is the water, but obviously it's got an onboard water tank. We just may have to haul water for a while. Yeah, Chris said they would never get another RV, and here we are. What she was basically saying is we would never live full time in another RV.
I don't know.
And let's be careful about saying that.
I know, but I was kind of over just being in one anyways, but I guess a day here and there won't bother me too bad.
No, actually, we'll enjoy the heck out of it, especially come springtime and all. We can maybe have the boat over there. We can work on the house a little. We got Starlink now, so we can edit over there. We can actually spend some time over there. We just need to run home, every couple of days, take care of the chickens or whatever. And no further than it is, that's absolutely okay. Dogs can come with us. So this will actually allow us to be more productive on the house build and to enjoy the property sooner. We can go there, do a little fishing, hanging out, whatever.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I think it will be fun. We think. We had 3.5 years of living in a camper, and that burned us out. But this is just like cruising. We used to take cruises, and we took several.
Yeah.
Because they were really affordable way to travel. And then I got super burnt out on cruises. Says, I don't want to ever do another. I'm done. Another. Southern speaking. I'm done with cruises. She said the same thing. And now over the last year or two, she keeps going, hey, man, we should take
it would be nice.
I'm like, I'm still kind of over
But I know that's not happening anytime soon.
Oh, heck no, especially next year. We got so much going on with that property and the house build and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
'Tis the season to be behind on things. Who said that? Because I lost the comment, but I agree with you 100%. It shot me all the way down. I am so far behind. Oh, well, I've been yakking it out. It's all about Andrew yakking it out, I guess. Like always. Every week. Miss Ramilla says over there, they greet each other. Christ is born for 40 days from Christmas. Interesting tradition. I like it. I thought Tiffany was getting the sewing room for Christmas, says Chris. I think Tiffany would rather have the dinner that she had yesterday or lunch than a sewing room. I mean, be honest, this girl loves going out for a meal. And it's something we don't do much anymore. Yeah. We absolutely need to do. All right. Have you sold any more firewood? Yes. Got another call today. Got another third of a cord going out. I didn't have time to get it to the person today, so they're going to be picking it up tomorrow. If I keep selling it, and we sold quite a few more bundles as well. I went ahead and didn't fully restock today, but I had to stick a few more down there in case somebody comes back. But the firewood has started moving. I mean, we're honestly going to reach a certain point since people are buying it by the face cord now over and over and over that I'm going to have to start saying we're out of firewood because I did not stock up as much as I thought this year, and I was hoping to move more profitable, smaller bundles, but everybody keeps calling me for a third of a cord. And the person that called me today would even talked about potentially getting a cord. I'm like, okay. I mean, because we burn it like crazy. We've been burning it at the river property. We're burning it here. I really, really need to figure out how to put up 20 or 30 cords next year, but we're also going to try to build a new house and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
so you know how interesting this is. Yeah. But I've just got so much good dry oak down there that we need to split up. So yes, firewood is moving. And I'm not even advertising it. And the calls are coming in from people that know me or people that are looking. And next thing you know, it's, hey, I need a truckload or I need a third of a cord or I potentially need a cord. And it's like, I'm going to run out pretty quick if I keep selling it like that. I was hoping to sell it in smaller bundles. And then again, somebody about cleaned my bundles out. What was that last Saturday night? Go down there and I'm like, oh, smokes. Somebody smoked through my bundles right there. So yeah, it's starting to move, but we've had a pretty good cool spell as well. So that makes sense. I am all over the place. I think I'm shot all the way back up past some comments I was reading. I'm reading. Wind chill here is 1 degrees Fahrenheit, says Ross. Whew. You can keep that, Ross. We don't want none of that down here.
And here we are complaining about our 30.
Yeah. But Ross, we can give you 100 degrees and 100% humidity at times as well. Did you hear something?
No, I thought I saw something.
Oh, I thought I heard something barking, but the dogs are in here.
Yeah, they are.
We got a ghost in the house. So did your pool pump crack the other day in the freeze? It appears so, Tripping.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So where the pump goes together, there must be a seal in there. But y'all, one morning I got caught. Again, the weatherman was so far off. It was supposed to be in mid to low 30s, and I wake up and it was 25.9 degrees. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I did not run the pool pump that night because it was supposed to be in the 30s. And when it finally thawed out that morning, yep, I got a drip out the bottom of my pool pump. I'm going to continue to run it until it starts leaking really bad. I hope I don't get caught in another frost, but typically you do not winterize pools or pool pumps down here. On the few nights we get in the 20s like that. Yeah. You just turn the pump on and just recirculate. So
is it something that's repairable or do we have to buy?
I don't know. I don't know if I can get parts for that pump or not. Yeah, but it's such a small leak and drip that we're going to keep running with it and we'll just fill the pool. But if it becomes bad or we get caught with another freeze like that again, it makes it worse. We may have to replace the pool pump. But I know people ask, why you don't winterize stuff down here? It's extremely rare that we have issues like this. And again, the few nights a year that you get in the 20s, you just run your pool pump or drip a faucet and 99% of the time you're good. But that night we got caught because the predictions this year have been
way off.
They've been as bad as I've ever seen. The predictions are absolutely horrible this year. I just don't trust the weather reports when we go to bed at all anymore. We've been getting so much colder than they've been calling for. So it is what it is. If we got to replace pool pump, we got to. I certainly don't want to right now. But right now it's hanging in there. But yeah, it's definitely leaking, and it was not doing that before. Okay, I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah, it's about where you were.
Okay. Nope, I was lower than that. It's shooting me all around on comments, y'all. I was talking with my YouTube manager about this other day, but there's really no way that I can.
Yeah, we were asking him if there's a way to keep it from just shooting down the bottom, but no.
The only way I can penalizes y'all, and I don't like it. There is a setting that I can kick on that allows but so many comments per person for a extended period of time, and I don't like doing that. If y'all want to ask 2 or 3 questions, I'm totally cool with y'all doing that, because sometimes it does get a little stagnant and sometimes it does not. But I don't want to penalize y'all like that, even though that would slow the chat down, so to speak, where I can read more. It's ultimately for me, but I don't like the way it makes y'all where you can't post as much as you would like. So does Ruger like his new bed? Asked Crystal.
He does.
Obsessed with it.
He loves it. Thank goodness I kicked him out of my recliner.
Yeah, he's turned into a little spoiled dog now, thanks to somebody here.
Hey, you let him in a lot too, so I don't want to hear it. Don't blame me completely.
I got to now. He thinks he's in trouble when you kick him out. I'm like, oh, you're supposed to be.
But I try to kick him out so he goes out there with you, but then he gets bored and comes up here and wants back inside.
Yeah, no kidding. It's hilarious. You kick him out, he'll go play for a little bit, do whatever, and then he's standing on, we got, the big windows at the front porch, and he's standing on the deck box out there looking in the window like,
hello.
Did you forget about me? I'm out here in case you didn't know.
Oh, no, goodness. His bed is perfect.
Yeah. Mr. Mike, thank you so very much. I'm finally making it down here. Aww. That's extremely generous of you. Merry Christmas and
to you too.
Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much,
Mr. Mike.
David, goodness gracious, you've been absolutely generous for years. I mean, for years. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Yeah, it says, I cannot tell a lie. I sent you the nose hair trimmer about a year ago. That I knew somebody was eventually going to fess up, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been using it. Yeah,
you actually need to use it right now.
Oh, thanks. I'm starting to get gray hairs in my nose.
Thank you so very much for sending that. That was amazing.
Yeah, I'm starting to get gray hairs now, so they're really visible when they're out there waving at you.
Oh, gosh.
David, thank you so much. And David, if I remember correctly, aren't you the one that sent us the microphones right here, which has been an absolute blessing for the channel? I had no idea how crappy our audio was and how much of a difference it makes. It makes more of a difference than clarity of a video, I think. And if I remember correctly, I think you were the one that sent us this. And if not, I apologize to whoever sent us these. That was years ago.
It's hard to keep up with, right?
It is very hard. But thank you so much. You've been, like I said, you've been extremely generous and kind to us for so long, more than we.
Thank you.
We should be getting. Thank you so much. Mr. Miller says, fortunately, Tiffany is good at cutting wood. She's good at splitting. We got to get her into cutting, but she makes me nervous because she cuts herself all the time with knives. And I'm not sure I want to get her into a chainsaw.
No, I don't think I need to.
See, even she knows better. But she's really good at splitting.
Yeah.
And she does enjoy that. And we have got to get out there and get to splitting.
I could cut myself with a butter knife. So, yeah.
She could. And oddly enough, y'all, I did all that splitting this past year, the small stuff for bundles, and everybody, even the person that called me today, is requesting larger splits. He's heating the house.
That was a lot easier. The only thing that was hard about it was organizing it in the tote. The smaller stuff is a lot easier to organize, but we went through that bigger stuff. So
yeah. Oh, it's easier on us to do it, but I'm starting to get more and more requests for bigger cooking and stove wood. I'm like, seriously? Everybody in the past has wanted the smaller stuff for small fire pits and all.
We can go out there and knock that out.
We can. So we'll probably start doing a 50-50 split. 50% of our totes will be small stuff that I can bundle, and for that customer, 50% bigger stuff, for which we can burn bigger stuff, no problem. I mean, we got a 9-foot long fire pit. It doesn't care what you throw in there. You can put a tree stump in the thing and burn it. So Andrew and Sankey says, did you get close to your bonus on Amazon? Thank you so much for asking. We're having a really good month. We have not hit a bonus in months. This month has potential. We've got, 7 or 8 more days left. Yeah, my math ain't mathing. We're close. We'd have to do a few $1,000 more worth of sales, which sounds crazy, but it's not with as many of y'all that use it. So if y'all do have any last minute Christmas purchases or everyday purchases and want to use our Amazon, we have a very good chance of hitting a bonus this much, which would be awesome, especially as much stuff as we're putting into the other property. That's we'll put it there. I promise you. So thank you for asking about that. This month is looking very, very promising. Like I said, we haven't hit a bonus in quite a while.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So I will put a link down there. I'll always save it in case anybody asks in the live stream. If anybody's doing any Amazon shopping, all you got to do is use that link. Use the search bar like normal, and Amazon. We got to give them credit where credit's due. Credits us with a small commission, doesn't cost you nothing extra, and they've accepted us into a bonus program, which is a huge part of how we do this for a living. All the little side income streams, from Firewood to Amazon to everything, really is how we're able to do this. So thank you for asking. Let me see. There it is. I posted it down at the bottom if anybody's doing any shopping. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on down and catch some more comments. River will never be an indoor dog, said Andrew once upon a time. I know. But Crystal, happy wife, happy life.
Stop.
Yep. She told me that we needed, well, no, that's right.
He was getting tore up by the bugs. And yeah.
Yeah. No. He had his surgery, and she's like, he really needs to come inside to recover from
did.
surgery.
He did.
He doesn't need to get dirt in his wound. And all. I'm like,
yeah.
Fine, that makes sense. And the rest is history, as they say. Once he got inside and slept a night or two.
Hey, believe me, I kind of wanted to kick him back out too, because there were some nights he woke us up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like a bear. Like, don't wake me up when I'm sleeping." I can't believe
that happened, baby. Anyways, he does really, really, really good.
Yeah, he has good house manners. Now, Bullet, on the other hand, he's not had very good house manners lately.
What? What happened?
Oh, he keeps going on the rug.
He is unbelievably house trained.
I know, but he's just a grumpy old man. I don't know if he's rebelling or if he's just like.
I knew this happened one time. I did not know this happened again.
We'll have to kick Bullet out.
Yeah, apparently so. And I ain't going to be tolerating that in that little old camper.
I know.
I did not know this.
I think it's out of spite.
We got to go to a short.
Bullet does things out of spite sometimes.
He does. He is a vindictive little dog.
He is. So that's why when I heard him prancing around this morning, I jumped right up because I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to go to the house. Yeah.
So going to short commercial break. Me and her need to have a quick conversation. Sandy says, I wanted to show you this picture that I saw in my favorite Italian restaurant in O'Fallon, Missouri. It reminded me of your big old oak tree. I'm not good with the internet, but I'll try to send it to sadly, I don't know why. I guess I do understand why. You can't send pictures and stuff on YouTube and stuff like that because, well, people would probably do stuff that's foolish, you know. I'm not saying you are. But if you want to send a picture, about the only way you can get it to me now is either on our Facebook, direct messaging it, or send it to our email, which is down in the video description, the live stream description, the video description. Any of those has our email down there because you need to go check it. I want to make sure that you spell it correctly. Kelley with an EY. A lot of people forget that. And spelled the right way. I know we have some Kelleys on here spelled wrong. EY is the right way. Trust me. Brian says, I'm going to buy that 98-inch TV now on Amazon. That'd be great. When, first of all, what are you doing with a 98-inch TV?
Moly.
Do they even make them? 98 is a weird number. I know they make 100 inches.
Who knows?
We got a 70, and it took us, 37 years to get something that big. Before that, the biggest TV we ever had was 37 inch. No, we had a 43. Ooh, we were living large. We don't really watch all the TV. And I thought a 70 was crazy, but yeah, people are now buying 100+ inch TVs. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Of course, as big a wall as we have, we could probably use a TV that big. But when you start looking at a TV like this, you're watching something over there and then you're having to move your head and look over here. That's starting to get a bit big for me. I still think our 70 is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So, Larry, no, shame on me. I've literally worked away from the house every single day this past week, which is unusual. Get up in the morning, make my coffee. I'm hitting the road, work over at the property all day long, hauling, coming back, sometimes after dark. But I did not get to insulate the deer blind this week, and I should have because I'm planning on using it now through January. I need to insulate the floor. I did get my cans in, and I've been curious about trying that out. I really wanted to while we had this cool snap, but too busy traveling and working this week. David said, yes, I did send you the wireless mics. I knew you'd like them. I love it, David. Yeah. Been one of the best gifts we've honestly ever got. Seriously.
The nose trimmer too.
Yeah, the nose trimmer too. But seriously, these mics have just changed exactly how I think about making content. I did not realize how much it improved it. This is why I ain't gonna lie. This is why I'm excited to do another house build. And by the way, I remember saying I was never going to build another house either. Said we was never going to have another RV, and I was never going to build another house. So you can't trust
anything we say now, right? Yeah. You can't have Ruger in the house.
So one of my biggest regrets of the previous house build, the one we're in now, was I was new. I was new to YouTube. Oh, I say I was new. I'd had another channel for 12 years, but I was new to trying to really do this full time and make it more professional.
Taking it so serious, yeah.
I had bad lighting. Cameras weren't the world's best. They're still not super great now. I don't think that matters as much. But my biggest regret with this house build was 200 videos where I was trying to teach and talk to people, and I had no microphone. And if you watch those videos back now, you pretty much want to click off of them because you hear the echo. I sound distant. The audio's just not good. And I don't want to watch that, and I don't expect nobody else to watch that. And I think that's a huge reason why that house build series didn't do as well as it could have. So I'm excited to do another house build series now with a little bit better cameras, much better audio, and more experience. I mean, I'm comfortable now after making 1,500 videos across I don't know how many channels. I'm okay with talking to the camera now and kind of know the do's and don'ts and learn a lot of lessons of building this house. So I'm pretty excited about doing another series and potentially not only making it work for us financially, but just be a good series overall and good for the channel.
And us doing it together.
Yes, absolutely. That's going to help. But with good audio, thanks to David. Yeah, and these things have been awesome. Like no issues with them. They have worked so good. As soon as if these ever tear up, I'm getting another set of them 100%. Like immediately, I'm going to order them. I love them so much. Do you have a whole house surge protector installed? I do. Rob, in the top of my main panel, there is a double breaker surge arrestor in there. It's not like some big unit, but it's made by Homeline just for my panel. I do have one in there. I ain't gonna lie, we've had close lightning strikes. We've had lightning strike close enough that we've lost lights and a few things several times, and the surge arrestor did not go off. So I question its ability to work, but we've never lost anything major in the house. It's like all these LED lights in the roof. They're the ones that are super sensitive about a lightning strike, but nothing else we've lost. So we got a surge arrestor. Does it work? I have no idea, to be honest with you. And I hope we don't get a true direct hit to find out. Oh, I hope we don't. Yeah, Crystal says he's an old dog. Half Pint says, Bullet says it's cold out. Bullet's getting old. Yes, I agree with y'all. But I'm telling you, he's conniving. He's vindictive. He's a weird little dog. He is weird.
Something funny he's been doing recently is he'll walk. He always lets us know when he wants to go out, pretty much. He'll kind of follow you around the house. And then as soon as you follow him back, he'll take you to the door. So what he's been doing lately is like if we're on the couch or something, he'll act like he's wanting to go out. We'll get up, we'll go to the door. He'll go to the door and then he'll wait for Ruger to follow him. Then he'll turn around and head back. He's wanting us to kick Ruger out.
Very jealous. Absolutely jealous.
He is too funny.
Yep. And then he'll literally go grab food and put food down on the floor out of the bowl to lure Ruger away from, say, Tiffany, so he can run back and get in her lap and have some time with her.
He has always done that. He used to do that with my mom's dog years and years ago. He's crazy.
He's a sneaky little joker. All right, so Kurt says you can't trust these weather predictions. Get a temp stick, alerts you with the temperature you set it at. You know what? I could probably do that with my ambient weather station right here. Because I've got an app on my phone. I need to check that out. I probably can put a temperature alert in. Problem is, it's going to be at 3 a.m. when I'm sleeping, and it's supposed to be 32 that night, and then it's 27 or 26, and I've got to get up at 3 and run around the yard doing stuff. I guess that's better than a busted pipe, but I'm just going to have to start being extra particular, I guess, and just not trusting the weather reports at all. I don't know why this year's been so bad. So Half Pint, bucks are moving good right now. Get out in the blind. We got 2 good bucks Friday. Yes, I wanted to hunt so bad this last week, but I was just in work mode, work. That's all I did. I'm going to try to do a little hunting this week. That's on my mind to do. I finally got a decent 8-point showing up. It's got me a little excited. It's the only shooter buck I have. Sadly, it's just kind of been one of those years. There'll be bucks and there's not. So hopefully I can get out there and make that happen because we have been tearing the jerky up. What are we down now? Is there like, what, 2 bags left?
Yeah, and I think your dad wants a bag.
Oh, so, we're almost out of jerky and I just made it.
Yeah, I know. It's so good.
It is good.
So good.
We tore up a lot today. So I definitely need to get another deer. So I'm going to try to do that. Michael says, it's been a wonderful ride watching you grow. Thank you, Michael. We appreciate you so much. We really, really do. It's been a heck of a journey.
Without y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, y'all are the reason the channel exists.
Such a huge support from all of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So back in the day when I started, I got to go look at my other channel, my original channel. I started that 12 or 15 years ago. I'm just taking a wild guess.
The outdoor one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up.
It feels like it's been that long ago.
Gosh, that was back when you were spearfishing.
Yeah.
So
back when I used to actually go out and fish and hunt and enjoy myself. Oh boy. And then it turned into, well, kind of a job. Yeah. It went from a hobby to a job. And don't get me wrong, best job I ever had. I'm not nagging at all, but did not realize back when I started that hobby channel all those years ago that it would turn into this. No idea. I was doing it for pure fun. And then when I started watching all the people that I'm watching every day grow and quit their jobs and doing this. I was like, I had no idea you could do that. Now I'm super interested in this and I got to figure out how to do it. And it took a few years, but we figured it out. And she's right. Without y'all watching and supporting us and doing all these wonderful things that y'all are doing, from the donations to the Amazon stuff to just literally sitting down and watching our video, that in and of itself is the most important thing that there is. That's what gets us shared and recognized, and honestly just gets us paid. That's just the way the world works.
I think we have some awesome subscribers because like a lot of y'all even go on the face, because I handle all the Facebook stuff, and a lot of y'all go on the Facebook and y'all comment even though you've seen the videos on our YouTube, but you still comment on there, which is awesome. And the support is it's just huge.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah,
I mentioned it, you're gonna get tired of hearing it, but I spent the entire last week at the property, and I even took a day off to go help somebody locally dig out a bunch of stumps, free, no charge, nothing like that. And I'm able to do that. I'm able to spend an entire day, burn the fuel, use the equipment because of y'all. Like, honestly, I'm trying to pay it forward. I really am. But I spent the entire day last week working at a beautiful new property where we're able to take a risk, chase a dream yet again, because of y'all. And you're probably gonna get tired of hearing this, but I mentioned in almost every video, we don't take it for granted. We appreciate it. Every time I stand over there and work over there and realize what my job and career is, what our job and career is like, we're blessed. We're absolutely blessed. This is the season to recognize it, but we try to recognize it and remember it all the time. And it's because of y'all. So I wish more social media people would do that. I watch people that literally are millionaires and doesn't seem to give a crap about the people that got them there. And it breaks my heart when I see that. You don't never hear them recognize it, and never hear them thanking y'all. I mean, look at y'all. You're spending your Sunday afternoon where you could be doing other things on a live stream with us. Absolutely. Time is precious. Don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
We love and appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for that. All right. Now that I got sappy there, we'll catch a few more comments. We've been yakking about an hour, which is what we typically do, and then we'll wrap this thing up right here. But we appreciate y'all. We definitely want y'all to know that. If y'all ever catch us slipping or not letting y'all know that, you get on to us. I'm not going to let any of this change us. We could have 1 million subs and be doing amazingly well, or we could kind of flatline here. We're blessed either way, but we don't to ever get a big head or anything like that. All right. Are you going to be hunting at the new property? Put a deer blind on the roof, says Crystal. No, we definitely have deer over there. I run a camera over there. I put corn out. Honestly, we'll be standing over there by fire, and the deer are so trained in that area. They see so many people, they'll kind of pop out and look at you. We'll watch them. Oh, it's pretty cool. But I've not seen anything on camera over there to
They're just like the community deer.
They are.
We see them driving in and out all the time, and
So no hunting over there, because I'm about to start putting structures up. When we start on the house now, it's a small piece of property. There's really nowhere else to go. Once there's a house and a pole barn and stuff there, well, guess what? The deer that do come in the yard it's not going to be some big, nice, smart buck. He's just not going to do that. Now, there's areas around where that'll be over there that, yes, I will be doing hunting, but directly on the property, it's just not big enough. Once we kind of make it residential, it's just not going to fit. It's not going to feel right. And I don't expect nothing to show up in the yard, honestly. But there is some state land and other things all around that area. So when we spend time and stay over there, I will be doing some hunting, some traveling and fishing and enjoying the rivers. There is stuff close by that I can absolutely do that. So that's cool. All right, I see several of y'all talking about Ryan Hall. We absolutely do watch him.
Yes.
Love Ryan Hall. Yeah. Love him.
His live footage is great.
It's better than the Weather Channel. It's better than anybody.
Yeah.
Like I love what social media has turned into. Like the heck with satellite TV and the Weather Channel, all that stuff nowadays. Heck, sorry Jim if you're watching. He ain't watching. Sorry Jim Cantori. I'm going to Ryan Hall and his Storm Chasers. And what I love about what Ryan does, he's another one of them guys that's got really, really big, very successful on social media, doesn't have a big head, gives back all the time. Like I love
raises money for the storms that are going on.
Yeah, I mean, he gives away
the money he
hundreds
raised
of thousands of dollars
for this last hurricane. Was it like 500,000? I think it was.
It might have went up big.
No, I think it was.
Did it
honestly,
go that big?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. so he literally raises millions of dollars a year to give away. Yeah. Like that's awesome. Love watching that guy. I wish him nothing but success. I hope he gets 10 million followers on his channel. We watch him anytime there's a hurricane or stuff rolling here. And the best part about it is it's free. That's what I love. I can't get the Weather Channel and all the other stuff. They want you to pay for it or buy this app and that. I'm going straight around.
Yeah, what's crazy is, for instance, this last time we were watching it from the storm shelter, we actually seen a tornado and it was like headed towards like my family's house, and you can actually see it where he was filming it on the screen. He hadn't even caught it yet on the screen. We're like, oh my gosh, that's a tornado. And I was texting my family. I was like, hey, it's like heading your way. And sure enough, it was right around the corner from them. So yeah, it's pretty crazy to watch.
He does a really good job. His whole team does. Do you still use your Orbi router? Absolutely. Orbi mesh system, 100% use it. That's what puts internet all out into the yard. I connect to it with everything except my main computer because I'm a little faster going directly to the main router, but love that Orbi system. Absolutely love it. I can get internet all the way out to the Firewood barn with it. So it's been awesome. Absolutely has. All right, let's grab a couple more, and then y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. Go spend some time with the dogs, eat supper, do all that good stuff. Well, Bob or Barry says, will you be working on the well pump in January? Is that possible? We have a whole tank or on-demand system. So I will be working on the well pump at the new property in January. Yes, that's the plan. We've got to wait on a few more things to come in. It's going to have a bladder tank, typical bladder tank, low horsepower well pump, and I'm doing that for a couple of reasons. We just don't need high demand water over there. We're not gardening. We're not filling up big amounts of stuff, and I'm going with a lower horsepower pump versus what I have here because we're going to do our best to do off-grid on the house build over there. People really seem to love that type of content. We're going to be grid tied. We legally have to in Florida, but we're going to try to
need our utilities down.
Yeah. Plus, well, that too. And we want to make some good content. That's what the channel's all about. But I want lower horsepower, lower usage, everything for solar reasons as well, for off-grid reasons. We want to try to stay off-grid as much as possible, maybe 100% if possible, and only go grid tied. One, for the legal reason that we have to, and two, if we just absolutely need the power. Sorry, I keep my nose is itching.
I wonder why.
I got to use my nose trimmer. I keep picking my nose, and I know people look at me like, what's going on? I got nose hairs over here itching the crap out of me.
Thanks to David.
Yeah, David, I got to go get that thing and buzz all around here. My eyes even watering over here. It's itching me so bad. So, yes.
TMI.
Yeah, TMI, but I figured I'd let people know what's going on. All right. Okay, y'all. Well, we're going to wrap it up right there. We've been yakking an hour. That's pretty normal. A very Merry Christmas to all of y'all. Happy New Year's. We will see y'all again next weekend. Happy anniversary to you. Thank you for putting up with me.
You too.
Thank you all for the generosity tonight.
Yes.
Thank you all for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Thank you everybody that supports us, that shares the channel, that comments, that likes, that subscribes. All those things are critically important for making this thing possible. This algorithm we always talk about, it looks at all that. It looks at the internet action, people that sub and all that stuff. And it's why we're able to do what we do. So we do not take none of it for granted. We appreciate you so much. We love y'all so much. Y'all, we got a lot of people in there going through some things right now. We're all happy and celebrating the Christmas and the holiday season and New Year's. And yeah, you should be joyful and appreciative of that. But don't forget, there's, like we've already heard tonight, there's people that aren't as happy and have some things going on right now. Reach out to them. Don't forget, there's people in your community, your family, and all around that are struggling and not as upbeat and as happy as we are. These things are going on all around us. So reach out to some people. Love everybody. So thank y'all. We appreciate you so much. We will catch y'all next weekend. Have a very blessed and Merry Christmas.
Quick. We are planning on doing a members only live stream probably next Monday evening.
Yes.
We'll keep y'all updated about that next weekend when we see y'all, or when we talk to y'all next weekend, but probably next Monday.
We should have did it this week, but with it being a Christmas week and all that we got going on, it's very difficult. Next week we have stuff going on all around New Year's. So Monday's about the only day we can pull it off. So we're going to attempt to do a members only live stream next Monday. We try to do that at least once a month to thank everybody that joins that and does that. So thank y'all. Good night. God bless.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Take care.